In this video, we will start with linear measurement. Linear measurements are the most frequently performed measurements, and linear measurements are encountered frequently by a common man as well as by a shop floor worker. These are some of the instruments used for making linear measurements: a tape, a steel rule, vernier caliper, micrometer, screw gauge, calipers or dividers, slip gauges, etc. There are many more sophisticated measuring instruments available at our disposal, so we will discuss them later. In ancient times, the linear measurements were based on human body parts. For example, the length from the tip of the index finger to the elbow of a particular person, for example, Farah, was considered to be a standard. So today we have a wide variety of linear measuring instruments available at our disposal. In this video, I will talk about classification of linear measuring instruments. And in this segment of linear measurements, or in this lecture of linear measurements, we will study various measuring instruments such as steel rule, calipers, vernier caliper, vernier height gauge, vernier depth gauge, micrometer, then slip gauges. So basically, a linear measurement is simply a distance between 2 points on a straight line. And this definition includes everything from length, height difference, diameter, thickness, width, straightness, squareness, and many more parameters. Instruments are designed either for linear measurements or end measurement. So there are two types of measuring instruments. Some of them are used for line measurements. So on the surface of line measurements, or uh, on the surface of these instruments which are based on line standard, which we already talked about, there are graduations, and the distance to be measured is nothing but the distance between the graduations on engraved on the surface of instrument. Okay, while end measurements, or the instruments based on end standard, have two parallel surfaces. So for example, if we have a block like that, then this plane and that plane are parallel, so both of them are parallel, and the distance between them, or the thickness of this block, is the length to be measured. So that is what the end standard or end measurements mean. Let me clean this. Some examples of line measurements or instruments based on line measurements are steel rule, which you have already used, or vernier caliper. Some examples of end measurements are micrometer and slip gauges. First scheme of classifying linear measuring instruments is direct and indirect measuring devices. Steel rule, vernier caliper are an example of direct measuring devices because these devices directly provide the value that we want to measure, the value of the dimension that we want to measure. Indirect measuring devices do not directly give the value of the dimension that we are measuring. However, they have to be used along with the direct measuring devices. The examples of indirect measuring devices is caliper or a divider. So in your compass, you have a divider like this. There is a pivot at the top, and to this pivot, two legs are attached such that these two legs can be rotated about the pivot at the top. Okay. So, for example, if you have a part like that, if you have a part like that, and you want to measure this dimension of the part, you want to measure that dimension, then the worker who is measuring this dimension will put two legs here, and then with the help of an adjusting screw, so on some calipers there is an adjusting screw provided. So with the help of this adjusting screw, the worker will adjust the legs to capture this dimension. Then this dimension will be secured by fixing the screw, and then the worker will take this divider, and by using the steel rule, the distance between the two legs of the divider will be measured. Okay, so the indirect measuring devices are used along with direct measuring devices. Okay. Then second scheme of classification is precision and non-precision measuring devices. Precision measuring devices have a lower least count as compared to non-precision measuring devices. A steel rule is an example of non-precision measuring instrument. A vernier caliper is an example of precision measuring devices. So if you look at the scale that you have in your compass, the least count of that scale is 1 mm. So you cannot measure a dimension less than 1 mm. And least count means the distance between the neighboring graduation or neighboring lines. Okay. Vernier calipers, however, have the least count on the order of 0.02 mm, 0.001 mm. Okay. Sorry, not 0.001, 0.01 mm. Micrometer have a least count of 0.001 mm. So a micrometer is more precise as compared to vernier caliper. So there is a wide variety of measuring devices available today, ranging from a simple steel rule to and to instruments like vernier calipers that have digital display to read the value of unknown dimension. The selection of these instruments from a wide variety depends upon nature of application, maybe the degree of precision with which the measurement has to be done, and also uh, the cost of measurement involved. Many measuring instruments require a datum plane. Okay, so datum plane is the reference. So surface plate and V blocks provide this datum plane. So we will discuss surface plates and V block uh, later on. The linear measuring instruments who have a low least count have a narrow measuring range. So for example, if you take a micrometer screw gauge whose least count is on the order of 0.01 mm, can measure a distance in the range 0 to 225 mm. Okay. So it is engraved here on the instrument. However, if you look at a vernier caliper whose least count is on the order of maybe 0.1 mm, can measure over a range of 0 to 150 mm. Okay. So if you are going for a measuring instrument whose least count is higher, then you can measure over a higher range, a wider range, okay, as compared to an instrument whose least count is less, measures over a narrow range, just like micrometer screw gauge.